This section will include gradebook management, course accessibility, attendance management, and early alert procedure. And we will also discuss Moodle messaging for communication with students. Let's start with the gradebook. All grades are first converted to percentage values, then aggregated using one of the strategies inside our Moodle gradebook, and then finally converted to the associated categories items range. So let's break that down a little bit. To go to your gradebook in your gradebook setup, click on Grades on the left side. Here we can see the grades that we have assigned and the associated scores that our students got for those assignments. Go to Grade Setup. This is where we can see the breakdown of our gradebook. If we want to add a category to weight our assignments in different ways, we go to Add Category, name your category, and choose the way that you would like to aggregate your grades. Now I'm going to go to our Moodle instructor guide to break down aggregation strategies a little bit. I'm going to look at weighted mean versus simple weighted mean. The main difference here is that weighted mean is the weight of each item to its maximum grade. So let's look at the difference. Simple weighted mean takes 3 scores, 70 out of 100, 20 out of 80, and 10 out of 10, multiplies them to get the percentage, and then we divide by the maximum grade possible. For regular weighted mean, we would multiply to get the actual grade, and then we're going to divide by the weighted amount. Up here we can see how much we weighted each of those grades. So that's the difference between simple weighted mean of grades and weighted mean of grades. So name your category, and you would click Save Changes if you were wanting to add a new category. And it would show up here. Let's go back to the front of the class. Let's talk about checking for non-attenders. To do that, click on Participants. And we have a column in here that shows last access to the course. You can see I am the teacher of this course, and I was last technically in this course 20 seconds ago. You can see the 2 people that I've added have never been in the course. That's where you're going to check for your non-attenders. In order to actually submit non-attenders, go to the front of the course. And on your course, you should have a block over here to the right that says Submit Grades. Inside that block, you will click on the link that checks for the attendance and choose Never Attended on the student that has never attended the course. Okay, so now let's talk about tracking for early alert. The early alert system helps Black River maintain students who may be trying to drop out or maybe not sure that they want to complete the course. That kind of lets us know if they haven't been in course for a while, we can check in on them. So tracking for early alert starts by clicking on the Actions menu button and going to More. We're going to look at the Reports section. Click on Logs. As an instructor in a course, you have access to all your students and how often they're in the course and what they're clicking on in the course. That's where you're going to do this right now. So you would choose the student that you would like to see logs on, and you can narrow down, if you want to, different options. Choose Get These Logs, and it's going to show you how they've been in the course. If they've never been in the course, or if they haven't been in 2 or 3 weeks, that's when you might go through your portal and put in an early alert. Let's go back to the front of the course. Moodle messaging is a great way to communicate with your students over the weekend, anytime you need a special message sent out. You can do that for all participants in the class by clicking on Participants. Scroll to the bottom. If you would like to select all of your students and choose what you would like to do, sending a message will send a Moodle message to those students. Type your message and send it, and it will show up here. So that's a little bit about managing your course through the gradebook, checking for non-attenders, going through the early alert procedure, and Moodle messaging.